Hi there. It's April 11th and time for Proverbs 11. Here we are, deep into the Proverbs now. All right. This is the second chapter, the actual Proverbs of Solomon, after all the prep work of what wisdom is. All right. So let's begin. This first verse, the Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. He will say this at least 5 or 6 times throughout the next chapter. Okay. Cheating people. It's a dishonest scales. Leading people. Today they call it shrinkflation because they get bigger packages with less inside them and charge you more. Okay, that's a dishonest scale. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. It says shame over here. When a man so getteth himself and thinketh to be exalted above his vocation, then God bringeth him to confusion. Disgrace. You think you're all that? Pride, haughty, conceited, right? The Lord doesn't like that stuff. Humble, okay? Wisdom and honor begin with being humble. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity, right? Forwardness. Duplicity. Saying one thing and doing another, all right? Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. Spend all your life getting money, and then you die. You can't take it with you, right? The righteousness of the blameless makes their paths straight. But the wicked are brought down by their own wickedness, usually, right? Catches up with them sooner or later. Right? The righteousness of the upright delivers them. Lots of that in here today, huh? But the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. Right? Evil desires. Hopes placed in the mortals die with them. All the promise of their power comes to nothing. Right? Put your faith in a man or a person rather than God, it will come to nothing. Okay? A righteous person is rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. Important to remember when you're in the middle of stuff, right? To be righteous, to follow God, trust God, fear the Lord first. Okay? And have faith. 9, with their mouths the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge the righteous escape. That through knowledge the righteous escape. All this trouble, right? And when the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. So we highlight that too. Highlighting the word righteous, right? 11, through the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked, it is destroyed, right? Look at the cities in America, the big cities. Some of them have been destroyed, okay? Like New York is not a place you'd want to be. Chicago, San Francisco used to be one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Now it's a sewer, basically, okay? For the wicked, it is destroyed. So whoever derides their neighbor has no sense, but one who has understanding holds their tongue. He that despiseth his neighbor is destitute of wisdom. But a man of understanding will keep silence, right? Will not light report of others. Right? There's no sense. Hold your tongue. right? It's always best to keep your mouth shut. One of the main lessons in Proverbs is to keep your mouth shut, right? Holds their tongue. Let's highlight that just for kicks. Right? And 13, this is important. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Okay? God hates gossip. He will say this over and over and over again throughout Proverbs, right? Gossip. Telling somebody else's secret, especially if you're the one they confided in, and you go tell somebody else. Did you hear what so-and-so did? It gets around, comes back to you. You lose a friend, right? You can lose many friends if they find out you're the one who spread this around. 14, for lack of guidance, a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisors. Lack of guidance, a nation falls. Think on that, right? 15, whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer, but whoever refuses to shake hands in a pledge is safe. Okay. There's something else they'll talk about over and over and over again, trying to drive the point home. Do not co-sign for somebody else's loan. Okay. It's none of your business. And you just put yourself under the power of two different people when you do that, right? The person you're co-signing for and their lender. Just don't do it. 16, a kind-hearted woman gains honor, but ruthless men gain only wealth. And what did it say up here? You can't take it with you, right? Wealth is useless in the day of wrath. 17, this one's highlighted. Those who are kind benefit themselves, but the cruel bring ruin on themselves, right? And the main thing is, if you've listened to me at all, I always say, always be kind. Say only kind things, right? Only kind things should ever come out of your mouth, right? 18, a wicked person earns deceptive wages, but the one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. That's good, right? 19, truly the righteous attain life. I love that. But whoever pursues evil finds death. Right? 20, the Lord detests those whose hearts are perverse, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Okay? He says everything comes from your heart, okay? Good fruit, bad fruit. God can change your heart, right? Purify my heart. That's a saying. It's in verses, it's in songs. 21, be sure of this. The wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. That's a good one. Those who are righteous will go free, right? And the wicked will not go unpunished. Be sure of this. 22, like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. Right? Lack of discretion, there's a note here, of uncomely behavior. Yeah, that's discretion. You know what discretion is, right? Lots of people have no discretion nowadays. It's bad for them. The desire of the righteous ends only in good, but the hope of the wicked only in wrath. Right? The hope of the wicked only ends in wrath. Give God time to do his stuff. You have to have faith that God will always take care of you. You will always land on your feet, right? No matter what happens. 24. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. And 25 goes with it. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Okay? Well, that's important. This is about giving, taking care of others, taking care of the needy. Right? God says all over the Bible, if you take care of the needy, I will repay you more than you gave. Every time. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. Right? Generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Okay? There's a Charles Stanley used to use this. He'd say, it's like a cup. Okay, God fills your cup. Your cup is full. Some people, once their cup is full, they set it on a shelf. My cup is full, and it stagnates. And you look at it. This person always gets so many blessings. He's always getting so much, and so much comes to him. Why is that? He's pouring out his cup. If you pour out your cup on others, God will fill your cup. Okay. The more you pour out, the more he will fill and keep it overflowing. Right? Tell somebody I'm not saying this person is always getting blessed. And if that's the case, they're pouring out their blessings and God's refilling their blessings. Okay. If you're not getting blessed, as he filled your cup and it's sitting on a shelf somewhere and you're not pouring it out, think about that. We'll talk about this a lot. 29 people curse the one who hoards grain, but they pray God's blessing on one who is willing to sell. Okay. More pouring out your cup. 27. Whoever seeks good finds favor, but evil comes to one who searches for it. I love this verse, right? If you look for trouble, you're going to find it. Okay? If you look for good, you're going to find it. If you are kind and you use kindness, kindness will find you. You'll find kindness, right? If you look for trouble, if you look for evil, you're going to find it. Okay? Look for good. 28. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Shouldn't trust in your riches. You should trust in God who provides everything. 29. Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise. That's a good one, right? Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind, nothing. Listen. The covetous men that spare their riches to the hindrance of their family shall be deprived thereof miserably. Fool shall be servant to the wise. For the wicked be rich, yet they are but slaves to the godly, which are the true professors of the gifts of God. 30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. The one who is wise saves souls, it probably says over here, right? The one that winneth souls is wise. If you lead somebody to the Lord, you saved a life. Okay? And 31. If the righteous receive their due on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Okay. Change that to green. If the righteous receive their due on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Right? You will get what you will sow what you reap. Okay? It's just that simple. Okay, so let's go and put all the righteous ones together because that's fun. Right? And 4, righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless makes their paths straight. The righteousness of the upright delivers them. Got that? The righteous person is rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. Okay? It makes you want to be righteous, right? With their mouths, the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge, the righteous escape. Knowledge. This is knowledge here, okay? Reading your Bible a lot, over and over. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. Right? The wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. The one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. Like that. Truly the righteous attain life. That's a good one. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. Okay? Follow the Lord first. Fear and follow the Lord first. And everything else kind of falls in place. Okay? The desire of the righteous ends only in good. Right? The hope of the wicked only in wrath. The righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Right? The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. If the righteous receive their due on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Lots of stuff about the benefits of being righteous, right? Which means to always think of the Lord first, right, in everything, right? Now, what else is highlighted in here? The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him, right? If you're selling stuff, be honest about it, okay? Don't cheat people. The Lord detests that. You will find no righteousness there, right? With humility comes wisdom, okay? Humbleness is the key to being wise. 12 was highlighted. Whoever derides their neighbor has no sense, but the one who has understanding, that's the important part, holds their tongue. Okay? Know when to shut up. Know when to not say anything. Right? He's highlighted, a gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Right? If you're the one that starts that rumor mill, it'll come back to you, and that is something you can never get away from. Right? It'll follow you forever. Right. 17, those who are kind benefit themselves, but the cruel bring ruin on themselves. Okay? Be kind. Say only kind things, do only kind things. Okay? 24 and 25. 26 kind of goes with that too, right? Put it in there just because it kind of goes together. Okay. And we'll read it all at once. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper, but whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Very important. People curse the one who hoards grain, but they pray God's blessing on one who is willing to sow. Okay? Right. One who withholds unduly comes to poverty. Right? People curse one who hoards grain. Have you seen hoarders? Okay. And they had a TV show about it for a while. People, I mean, they find these hoarders that need help. Their house is so full of stuff. There's little pathways. And the stuff is now all trash, okay? You'd never stop and think about how many hundreds of thousands of dollars did they spend getting all that stuff, okay? And they have all this stuff, and they hoard all this stuff, and now they are poor in poverty, right? Stuck. Kind of makes sense, huh? 27 is important. Whoever seeks good finds favor, but evil comes to the one who searches for it, right? Look for the good, okay? You'll find favor. If you look for trouble, you're going to find it, right? And 29. Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise. Very neat. Yeah. Covetous men that spare their riches to the hindrance of their families shall be deprived thereof miserably. Hmm? Though the wicked be rich, yet are they but slaves to the godly, which are the true possessors of the gifts of God. Who will be servant to the wise? Sooner or later, this will happen. Okay. So, there you go. That's Proverbs 11. Lots of good stuff in there. Again, later today, I think we're in Luke chapter 11 or 12 or something. We can check real quick. Just because it's right there. Yep, we're starting Luke 11 today. So, stick around for that this afternoon. But give us a like if you think about it. But we'll keep doing this. See you next time.